Hello and welcome, my funnel cake worms hiding in my bunt cake. It's SJB here, and we have quite the video planned for y'all. So to start off, we're going to do a quick sub with long range, which is kind of a weird start, but it's going to get us going with an early boomerang here. If we can survive. Yes, we can. And that's going to be, believe it or not, the two main towers of our entire defense for the rest of the game. Because we want to go for one single boomerang, and it's, believe it or not gonna be the Glaive Lord. He's been like the king boomerang for a while. Everybody's been using Glaive Lord because the top path got buffed quite a bit, and Glaive Lord just kind of always just keeps on being like decent. But I want to switch that up completely. I think one upgrade is being overlooked by a lot of people. It's the middle path. It's the ability. It's not really the fourth tier. The fourth tier is okay, but the fifth tier, Perma-charge. And it costs almost $40,000, and it's kind of a weird fifth tier because he is going to get a decent sized buff in total popping power just by existing as the fifth tier, but the ability is where it's all at. When you use that ability, it's unbelievably powerful. So I was thinking, if we have a really powerful ability and we can buff it in any way, well, maybe we should do that. Maybe we should not just buff it, but maybe we should super buff it and have the perma-charge almost solo everything. Yeah, so this is not a two mega pops kind of challenge, right? I just want to throw that out there. This is just a showing off the perma-charge and its ability and its prowess and its power all together. And if you guys are enjoying the content, press the like button, subscribe, and make sure you use my creator support code. It's SJB. So to get this all initiated in here, you've got to go for what I believe to be one of the worst third tiers in the game. Alright, I don't think it's actually useless or has no reason to exist, but I just don't like it. I just feel like it is outclassed by almost everything else in its general money allotment. It's $1,600 plus previous upgrades, and it does not do very much popping power right now. You've got to make sure you get the cross paths going. Now, unfortunately, I still need to buy a pretty expensive sub here to get my cam detection for round 24, so we need to make sure we spend that money first, and then, oh, what? How do I unsubmerge him? That is weird. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a button right here that I can unsubmerge him, and I can't tab. I'm hitting tab right now for the hotkeys. It's also not working. All right. So, okay, I guess he's going to be stuck submerged for the rest of the game. I don't think that's going to hurt us, but just note that that is a weird thing, and that is not what I was expecting to have happen. Okay, we'll have to work around that magic. So anyways, we're going to go Red Hot Rings today. This is one of those upgrades where if I was planning on going for a low tier, if I was just getting third tier just to kind of survive, maybe even a fourth tier, I'd go top path. All right, it's got more pierce, got more total popping power, better attack speed basically. It's just a better overall tower. But if you're planning on going long term, late game, you're gonna want obviously the lead popping power, which will give you that DDT popping power. So around 90 plus will not be as major of an issue for you. So anyways, that's the plan. We got to go Red Hot Rings because we have to think about this thing long term, not just what's going to work right now. Even if we end up getting an Alk on him, even a Perma Brew on him, I would still go Red Hot Rings just to know for a fact I will pop those DDTs easily. All right, so it looks like a Bloom Turning Reactor is in order, and honestly at this point, I would almost never unsubmerge him, but I'm glad that we're able to get to this point without unsubmerging him, and it's still broken. I wonder if I get another upgrade if it'll allow me to unsubmerge him. If I was gonna go for a cross path, I'd probably go. Let's just go for the heat tip dart. Oh, it's still stuck submerged. All right, this isn't a new thing that I'm just not knowing about, right? This is just goofy as crap. All right, either which way, I'll be back by round 40, and then we're gonna start telling you guys about my story. All right, so far everything's going really smooth. We're allowed to get a turbocharge here before round 40. It would definitely be close if we could get the Moab popped if we bought it on round 40, but without, we're still alive, we're still doing pretty good. And we're going to need to show off the turbocharge. So I guess just to kind of, since I don't really care about the black chimps medal, see what happens when I don't use the turbocharge. Look at how bad this Moab popping power is. All right, we can actually look at it right here. Just give it a second. We got 57. And it's going up, but even with a stun and everything, I mean, ugh, we're not even going to pop the Moab. So like, oh, dang. Okay, that's terrible. But with the ability, check this out. We start, and we just annihilate it, and all the balloons on the inside, almost instantaneously. Within a couple seconds here, I guess a couple seconds isn't instantaneous, but really freaking good. Don't get me wrong. So, the ability is good. It's very powerful. I don't know exactly how powerful it is. I should actually test this out and see how good it is. You know what? Let's do it right now. So a quick and easy test for us is to have two, actually, no, I need one of these guys to be a bionic boomer with the red hot rings, and one of them to be a turbocharge with the red hot rings. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset the pop count and press the ability at the exact same time. So we're going to go, boop. We're going to let it run for a few, let it run for a few seconds, and then we're going to delete all the balloons. We're just look at the pop count and kind of compare really quickly. So ability, before it runs out. We got 3,749 and 390, which to me is almost exactly 10 times as much. So it attacks almost 10 times faster for a short period of time. That's crazy. All that really means is if you got a tower that's decent sometimes, but that can be 10 times as powerful, and if we buff them even more than that, I mean, this could be absolute insanity, dude. 10 times as powerful. That is crazy. There's no other tower that does something like that. I mean, even like a Blade Maelstrom or something like that, maybe 10 times as powerful as his regular like attack, just because it's such a big change here. But you can tell with our regular attack that it's not exactly phenomenal. So we're gonna have to work on it. Let's get a quick village. Let's buff him up real quick. We're gonna go We're gonna go for the quick primary training and primary mentoring, and I think just because I don't want to worry about it ever again, I'm going to get the radar scanner as well, even though it's kind of goofy to buy kind of a double camera detection situation. I'm just going to buy it anyways. Don't want to worry about it later on, and I'm going to be buffing him with an elk as well. So this is another fairly cheap way to just get some extra buffs out of these guys. I don't want him to buff literally anybody else. I just want him to buff the boomerang, so hopefully that range will be absolutely perfect. All right, let's talk about my story. So first of all, Monday was the first day in a while where I was actually, no joke, happy. All right, I know that sounds really funky, but I've been going through a rough patch in my life, man. I goodness gracious, like I've been looking for. I really don't feel like I'm depressed, but like I've been looking to I've been trying so freaking hard to be happy, do normal things, and get back out there and be myself again, right? Like, I've really been like, no, you will not stop me, life. No matter how hard you push me down, I will get back up, I will be that Rocky, and I will beat you down, life. If you try to stop me, I will pound you back into the ground, right? So anyways, that's kind of my mentality on things. I was really freaking trying, right? Here we go. Boop, 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 boop. All right, delicious. So I think I should probably also not completely rely on this guy right now. I'm just, I don't know if he's going to be enough for me. We'll have to be a little bit wary. If I have to build something else, I will. And I'm probably going to build something low-key, like a Dragon's Breath Wizard or something like that. Something that costs me a couple grand that'll keep me in the game for a little while. Because here we go, Moabs, without the ability, actually, not horrific. Just going to throw it out there. Not horrific. Or even just a Spike Ball Factory in the back. I mean, that's just a weird tower that'll probably save my life so many times, even if a few balloons sneak through. So I got the Turbocharge ability whenever I need it right now, but if it doesn't activate at the right time, it could get screwed over or whatever. So, anyways, Monday I was pretty happy. It was 70 degrees outside. I went on a long walk with my dogs. I decided that, you know what, I'm going to go a little fancier than that. I'm going to go on a nice bike ride. I went on a full 15-mile bike ride, and then I played tennis after that. So it was I had a crazy busy day, and I just felt good. I felt so good that I was eating all this crappy food and stuff just to, have a good life and have a really actually good day. All right, we're struggling a little bit here. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to buy that Spike Ball Factory. We're going to go boom, 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 boom. Now, if I leak any lives, I'm not going to be worried about it at all. But we do have to be careful around 63 still. 63 still could kill us. Even with a nuclear sub and everything. I just don't know. But anyway, Monday was great. Tuesday, I had a pretty good day, too. So I was like, I'm turning things around, guys. I'm freaking turning things around. Today, okay. So first of all, it stormed last night. It stormed like it was a pretty normalish amount of rain. It was we had got an inch of rain or whatever, but the lightning was crazy. The thunder was crazy, super loud. Woke me up several times throughout the night. So I was like, oh dang, this day already freaking sucks, right? But I slept good enough where I'm like, yeah, I can still get up and do my regular stuff without any issues. We're gonna move on with our life. So take my dogs on a walk, and I forgot to grab bags this morning, so I had to we pooped on somebody's lawn, and I had to walk to the park and then walk back to the person's house and then pick up the poop, and it's all my fault, of course. So, I'm an idiot. I forgot to do it, so I completely understand, but I did it anyways. And then I was like, let's go on a bike ride. All right, so I go on a bike ride. I'm about 4 miles from my house. So normally I've got these 2 trips. I've got an 8-mile trip, and then I've got a, oh my god, look at that. Delicious BFB popping power. Woo, hot diggity dog. I've got this really nice 8-mile trip where I can do like a 4 miles there, 4 miles back kind of trip. And then I've got a somewhat longer trip where I can go about 7 miles there and 7 miles back. It's about a 14-mile ride in total. It's just a little loop around this weird little lake thing, and it's nice. It's nice. And on Monday, oh, I forgot, on Monday, I saw a freaking eagle over there, too, which was just crazy. Crazy awesome. I think that's only like the 2nd or 3rd eagle that I've ever seen in my entire life, and this one was, they don't live around, well, I don't want to say they don't live around me, because I saw one, but they don't normally live where I live. They're like kind of around me. They're like northern Illinois or Indiana or Wisconsin. Like there's just other places that they're usually at that aren't where I live directly. All right, so we're going to hope that Spike Factory can deal. Indeed he can. And now, round 63. All right, so this is going to be sketch. Don't know how this is going to go down. Let's stun them in range of the sub. The first set. Oh, nice, dude. That was not bad at all. If we do the same thing, just take him down. Heck yeah. Spike Factory can deal. Oh, yeah, easy. We got Turbocharge for the last set here. I thought 63 was going to be devastating, but no, with 10 times speed boomerang, we cover. So anyways, what are we going for right now? That's actually a very, very good question. A lot of people might be thinking we want to get an Energizer because the Energizer is going to allow us to start leveling up Striker Jones a little bit faster, but I actually don't care about that. Ooh, Spikeball Factory. Can you handle this stuff? No, you cannot. Okay. 64 is dangerously terrible. All right, I am again doing something a little bit weird here to make this happen. I'm going to go for a quick Dragon's Breath. I think it's just the right tower. It's pretty good against mobs, decent against ceramics. It's kind of like an all-around okay guy. And again, I don't need to do anything crazy here. I just need to be able to pop mobs a little bit more, pop the ceramics a little bit more, and that should be enough to kind of get me through the 10-ish rounds that I need to save up for a Perma-charge, because that would be my ideal next tower. If not, Perma Expertise is not a bad idea. But that's going to set us back 27k and lead to Perma-charge not existing for a pretty long time, which would be kind of upsetting. So really, really hoping, really leading towards Perma-charge being my ideal candidate right now. Just survive, my friend, survive. All right, we're only $10,000 away. Things are going pretty smooth. 75 is probably going to be pretty tricky, though, unless I turbocharge absolutely perfect. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think we might be all right. Because we're surviving without using any turbocharges right now on the 70s, which is quite delicious. Don't forget, Striker Jones is actually getting reasonably strong against the ceramics at this point. He's not doing 0 pops. He's got 30k already. Sub's only got 29k. I mean, just to show you the difference. I mean, that's pretty wild. Though this guy's only been around for a little while, and he's got 22,000 already, so you can see the big difference here with Turbocharge versus Dragon's Breath already. I mean, look at this. It seems wild that we're able to do so many less pops with the Turbocharge. It just seems weird. But either which way, I'm about 5.5, maybe 6 miles away from my house, and I just go down this big hill, right? This like gigantic hill, and I'm going pretty quick. I'll admit it, I'm going pretty quick, and I started hearing this weird noise, and it goes. So, if you want to guess what that is, you can, but I'm just gonna tell you, it was my bike tire. I started skidding around a little bit, and I knew something was off, and I was like, what the heck is going on? I look back, and there it is. I'm like, oh, the bike tire must have popped. I've never had this happen before, by the way. I've only had one flat tire on my car, but I have had one flat two or three flat tires with Amanda's car, and most of the time I'm in the car, so I end up having to fix the problem, which is kind of crazy. But anyway, here we go, 75. Check this out. We're going to turbocharge this puppy. Looks pretty good. 10 times speed, 10 times attack power right now. Looks good. We got 2 more BFDs to take down, and I think Spike Factor might be built up enough anyways that this will not be a big deal. Take them all down. Beautiful. And that's going to lead us right into the... Oh, crap! Perma-charge! Yeah, girl! Alright, so now check this out. Now, this is a Perma-charge. It has a super fast, permanent speed. I don't know what that permanent speed actually is. Let's go test it out. So just to reiterate here, we're testing these 3 out against each other now, but I just want to remind you guys that this is not a perfect test because we can't tell the difference between damage, pierce, and all that other stuff. We just see the total popping power. So we're going to go like this. We're going to delete the pop count. We're going to use both abilities kind of at the exact same time. That should reset everything. We're going to let it run for just a quick second here, and then we're going to delete the balloons, and we can kind of look at the pop counts. We got 400, 5,000, so that's actually almost 12 times as fast or whatnot, and then 18,000, so this guy is about 3 times as fast with his ability activated as this guy. Now, with no abilities activated, I let him run for the exact same amount of time. We got 540, 516, so these guys are clearly the same-ish tower without the ability activated, and then 42,000! Yeah, it's kind of weird, actually, to see that discrepancy. That's pretty crazy. What is it, 80 times as powerful? For some reason, I'm having a hard time believing this, so I'm going to reset this one more time. We're going to reset right now. We're going to watch this puppy go up. Holy crap, he is literally 80 times as powerful. That is insane. Ish. I mean, we're just guessing exact numbers here, but that's crazy. 40,500 and 500. Woo! Anyways, if you're looking at just base overall popping power, this is not a bad tower at all. His ability actually seemingly is the weaker part of him, based on what we looked at before, but not really. Not really. It's still 3 times as powerful as the previous super fast shooting, 10 times this attack speed, 4th tier ability, which is still pretty freaking good. So either which way, at this point, we kind of just let it ride. We just see where we're going to get to for a little while, and we're going to start buffing him even further. So I want to go for both an Energizer and a Primary Expertise. This is where all of our money's going to have to go into, because these guys, we're probably going to have to get them kind of late game, actually. I'm thinking Energizer first, so if we need to, we can level up Striker Jones a little bit, but one thing I want you guys not to forget about is we're already buffing him a little bit. We're already buffing with the Elk, and we're already buffing him with this towers near range get 5% range and 25% pierce. So that 40,000, that 80 times power that we were getting from before is going to be like 25, it's going to be like 100 times the power. We're 100 times more powerful than the 4th tier Boomerang. That just seems crazy, dude. Crazy. And as you can tell, right now, we're having no issues whatsoever with these towers, with this combo. Perma-charge is just straight up delish. So we've already seen that he's pretty delicious, but here we go. Here's an ability on round 80. All right, this is, oh my god. This is a tower, this is a balloon that should not be very easily popped by a perma-charge, but he pops it so easily. And now that we're getting to these crazy BFPs, look at this. There's got to be like an error with this guy, right? Why is he so good? Oh my god. Well, maybe he'll like fall off in the late game or something, right? I mean, he's got to. Otherwise, this is just way too good. So, anyways, I'm like 5.5 miles away from my house or so. I don't really know exactly, but I just go down this giant hill and boom, flat tire. And it was a quick flat tire. It wasn't like a slow leak where I could like ride it home. It was a psh. It's gone within 10 seconds or so. Wasn't a blowout, which is good, I guess. I don't really know if a bike blowout would be like something where I'd fall off my bike and like die or something, but at the very least, it was not a blowout where I fell off my bike or anything like that. I just felt the uneasiness of the bike, and I popped off real quick, and I was like, what do I do? so I was like, what do I do at this point? I'm pretty far away from my house. I'm like, I can't really call an Uber. So this is I don't want to say it's an expensive bike, but it's not a cheap bike. It was like $650, all right? I had this like $200 bike that I bought from Dick's like 8 years ago, and I rode it so much that it basically, I destroyed it, all right? And I was finally like, I'm gonna invest in a nice bike here. Found a really nice sail bike. It's a Canyon. It's like a hybrid road trail bike, which is sweet. I really like it, but of course, tire pop. So anyways, I'm like, I can't just leave it on the side of the road. Like, if it was like a $200 bike, $100 bike that's really old, I hated it, like, sure, get rid of it. This is a year-old bike. I'm like, I like this thing. I don't want somebody to steal it, right? So I can't just leave it there. I don't have, like, a bike lock on me or anything, but I do have my phone. So, like, what do I do? Should I, like, try to call, like, if I call an Uber, like, they're not going to let me put my bike in their car. So, like, that is limited right there. So, I don't know. So anyways, first of all, I should mention, we just got the Energizer. All right. This guy, he's not meant for popping power. He's meant to buff my Perma-charge. So the ability here is going to have a reasonably long cooldown. But now with this sub, it's going to be 20% less. So you can see that Energizer buff right there. All land towers can get a 20% decrease in their ability timer. So I think we can basically use it almost every single round unless we pop things too quickly, which I guess is a possibility. But most of the time, we could probably use it every single round and still have time to back ourselves up for the next round here. Of course, we don't want to stop there. We can get the primary expertise, which is also going to allow our primary monkeys to get ability cooldowns reduced even further than before, allowing us to do some crazy stuff. Maybe. So we go. This is round 90. This is DDTs. You can check out Perma-charge right here. See what he's doing. 1, 2, 3. DDTs done. Oh, just look at that. No ability required. Holy crap. Not a bad tower, huh? Yeah. Not a bad tower, if I do say so myself. And, you know, I don't want to say we're getting overwhelmed, but why not? Let's use the ability. We'll get it going. We'll, and it lasts a pretty long time, man. It lasts, like, what, 60% of it, that attack thing? You can see it with the purpleness. Let's see, when does it wear off? Oh, can't really see it right now. All right, it's still going with the purple rings. At least half of it, and it's still going. Just wore off right there, about 50% of its attack speed, and we're about to get the primary expertise. Let's see if we can make it go even lower. Ooh, DDTs. This time, no ability required. We still take him down. Beautiful. All right, primary expertise is officially up. Now we've got a stronger regular Perma-charge, and now when we use the ability, it's going to be even stronger, and the ability cooldown is going to be even lower. Whew. Hot diggity dog. All right. Well, let's check out round 94. Let's use no abilities. Let's see what happens. Can we beat this without using an ability? I'm honestly curious. Oh my god. This is a big round, by the way. I mean, this is not round 98 level, but it's close. It's close. Holy crap, no ability required, and we take down round 94. Woo! This is a weird tower loadout. I mean, Energizer, these guys aren't doing much. He's doing everything. All right? Or almost everything. 100k, 100k, 100k. A mil. All right? It's clear who the champion is. DDT is round 95. No ability required. Oh my goodness. So at this point, if you wanted to be smart, the smart plan is to start going for support towers, right? You want to support your boomerang. Let's get some Moab glue and some other stuff over here. But I was thinking, you know, we say, no, screw that. Let's go for an overclock. Let's make it even more. Oh my gosh. Super buff Turbocharge might be the best tower in all of B36. I think we might have actually cracked the game. Yeah, like really, I'm not even messing around. All right, here we go. But when we use that ability, it actually seemingly is not helping him that much. It's the kind of weird. Like, it is helping him obviously, but not as much as I would have expected. But again, when we use that ability pretty much every single round, if not multiple times per round, it doesn't seem to matter all that much, right? All right, round 98, we got it up. Oh, overclock time. Oh, I can't wait to overclock him with this ability. Oh, it's going to be wild. All right, round 98, overclocked, Perma-charge. Let's go. Watch that pop count skyrocket. He better be able to handle round 98. He better be able to handle round 98. Oh, have we found his weakness? Oh, not yet, not yet. He's still hanging on. He's still hanging on. Oh, he handles. He handles. All right, that was a little scarier than I would have liked it, though. Not going to lie. Not going to lie. Again, with not very many support towers here, though. All right, round 99. We're taking down round 99. It looks like round 100, though. That's the real question here. I never really even got to tell you guys my story. Holy crap. Any which way, I'm like 5 miles away from my house. I'm like, what do I do? And I start walking. So I'm walking my bike back, and the stupid pedal keeps hitting my heel. And I got this huge cut on my heel because it's really hard to walk a bike. I never realized how hard it is to walk a bike. Like, you go like 10 feet, no big deal. When you got to walk this thing miles, like, it just gets in your way all the time. It's really, really annoying. So, I'm like 2 miles away from my house, and it starts to rain. Yeah, no joke. It starts to rain. So I'm like, oh, fan-frickin-tastic, dude. So I'm walking home in the rain. And when I say, like, it's raining, it starts off with a drizzle. It turns into a rain, and eventually it turns into, I don't want to call it a pour, but pretty frickin' close to a pour, dude. You know what? Let's just see how far we can go. Kind of finish off my story real quick. It starts to rain. I'm like, oh, my God, thank you so much, life, for just making my day absolutely horrible. All right, give me breaking my bike tire and then making it rain on me. And then, of course, I'm like walking my bike on the side of the road, and there's puddles, not even from the rain that's currently happening, but from the rain that happened last night. And I promise you guys, I looked at the weather, and I was like, okay, there's a small... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm like, there's a small chance of it maybe raining around 3:30. And I'm like, there's no way I'm going to be on my bike ride until 3:30. At the most, I'm gone for about an hour, right? Well, yeah, usually that would be the case, except not today, because it takes a lot longer to walk a bike than it does to ride a bike, as it turns out. So, either which way, it's there's big puddles, and I get that thing happen to me like in the movies, where the puddle car drives through it and just sprays me with frickin' water, man. And I was like, they must have done it on purpose. They saw me already struggling in the rain. They probably saw me with my bike tire, and it's like, dude, come on, life. Why do you gotta do this to me? So anyways, I had a pretty rough day. All right, had a pretty rough day. So I decided to wallow in my sadness, and I decided to get Popeye's chicken. I don't normally get Popeye's chicken, but I needed something really fatty and gross to make me feel as fatty and gross as I feel right now. And they got my order wrong. So just to top it all off, they missed a chicken sandwich, and I got even more sad. So even though it says game over, I'm not actually sad. I actually had a somewhat... I feel like I'm over it by now. I'm just like, screw it, screw life. I don't even care about life anymore. It will eventually get better, somehow magically. Let's hope for the best. But if you guys want to be extra nice to me, if you want to press the like button, if you guys want to subscribe and use my creator support code, that would be unfreaking believable. And of course, have a super duper delicious day.